A really good chance to see here how two tires do work. Casey Kane gets a terrible start there.
And Kurt Busch trying to move to the inside and take that spot away and take the lead away from Newman, but Newman will have nothing of it.
Oh, got trouble getting into three, guys. Joey Logano. Big crash. Oh, he's upside down.
Over and over, and Logano goes in between 3 and 4.
No.
Our car will come back to rest on all 4 tires. Heavy crash here on lap 32.
See Robbie Gordon, Martin Truex, Reed Sorensen involved in this. Look up, saw the 20 car on the apron getting into the corner. Trying to see the replay.
Now the window net is down. Now the drivers are told in the drivers meeting that if you alert, put that window net down so we know, the safety crews will know. There's the window net down on Robbie Gordon's car. This is the moment we talked about in the pre-race show, guys, that this stuff can happen in a hurry here, even at Dover.
And especially after on a restart when all the cars are bunched together. That's good to see here that when that came down, that 20 car. We're a little obscured from how that car got so low on the back straightaway. Andy, I saw it, just could barely see the roof of the car. Yeah, I looked up, he was way down on the apron, actually entering the corner, way before the entry. There's a great sign right there. Joey Logano coming out of the car. That's a scary looking crash right there.
Young man had so much success at this racetrack, really got his name out there when he won a Camping World East race here for NASCAR, won a championship here, made his first nationwide start. Earlier in the year, becoming the youngest winner in NASCAR Sprint Cup history. There's Robbie Gordon out of his car. We'll get a record to take it back to the garage area.
The cars have been stopped on the back straightaway because of the amount of debris. They didn't want them running through this. The heavy damage on Martin Truex's car.
Let's show you how this all unfolded here on the restart, going down the back straightaway.
Really just kind of a stack-up effect. Like was one of them got on the brakes and it's kind of forced. Yeah, look at Tony Stewart just missing this crash. Man, here's where it really gets exciting. Man, we talked about that there's nowhere to go as you come off of these corners, and when something like this happens, you make a commitment, and you've got one opportunity really to miss this wreck. Tony Stewart did a great job. Some others got caught up in it. Let's drive along with Tony Stewart here. See it develop right in front of him. He actually got into the back of the 20 as he checked up. You know it's going to be bad right here when he comes up in front of traffic. Reed Sorensen makes the impact. Scott Speed got a piece of it also.
The car's actually going backwards when it starts to lift up and go over and begin to tumble.
Yeah, it's just being pushed, and as he kind of dug in a little bit and it was continued to get pushed there, that's what got it up and rolling. And here, you were talking about how high the banks are here. You see he's just tumbling down that bank. There's so much height difference right there from the top of the bank down to the apron.
3 stories, the difference between the top and the bottom, 24-degree range. Just side over side over side, a violent impact, and the good news that this new car that NASCAR brought on, 3 years ago, and the driver able to walk away and walk into the ambulance. A violent crash here on lap 31, taking out 4 cars at Dover, Delaware. The Monster Mile can be very cruel, and it has certainly already bitten 4 drivers here as they were working lap 32. We are under a red flag, and there is one of the heavily damaged cars of Joey Logano. Let's show you what happened. They were working lap 32, coming up the backstretch. Now, middle of the back straightaway, look at Tony Stewart right behind the 20 car.
Yeah, you can see Bobby Labonte pulled down to get to the inside. Joe Logano had to check up a little bit. Tony Stewart got into the back of him with his wheels turned left, moving down the track. That sent him down on the apron and then back up in front of the rest of these cars. This is an accident that is, you heard it said before, racing accidents, that's exactly what this is. There's nowhere to place blame. Everybody's just going kind of for the same spot. And when things check up and happen very quick, you have to understand they're going 170 miles an hour right here. And you can see right there just how quick that happened.
Now watch Bobby Lalonde move down right in front of the 20.
Yeah, you can see Logano got it just into the back of the 96 there just for a split second, but he had to check up not to hit the 96 any harder, and when he did, Tony wasn't able to check up quite as quickly.
Let's listen to Bobby Lalonde's radio.
Went low to protect the inside, as you said it was clear, so I went down a little bit, and he hit me. Boom. Next thing I know, he's spun out. Yeah, you still were clear, and he hit you after that, after he got hit.
That pretty well explains it. I mean, Bobby really didn't do anything wrong. He's just trying to, like I said, protect his position, getting in the corner so that he didn't get freight trained, and a lot of cars go by him on the inside.
There is Tom Logano, the father of Joey, and he obviously running down to check on his son at the care center. And the good news is that Joey Logano didn't get out of this car and walk on his own to the ambulance to be taken into the care center. Now, let's talk about safety for a moment, and we'll show you why these drivers were able to walk away as we go down to our Craftsman Tech Garage and Tim Brewer.
Thanks for release, Doc.
Drivers are all okay, that's the good news, but it is a very violent sport. Almost 180 miles an hour as they enter turn 3 over there, and look at Logano's car, side over side over side, and what was a Toyota Camry is now a large heap of junk being taken to the garage area.
We're wrecking right there before the middle of the corner, so we'll take a look and see what happened, but it's unfortunate, you know. We had a pretty good car yesterday in happy hour, and I was looking forward to the race. It's just a shame we didn't last very long, but it's just kind of how our year's been, so it's been frustrating. But the guys have been working hard, and we'll come back next week and try to have a good run.
How are the conditions right now? We've had a lot of rain.
I think pretty much everything was out of our hands at that point. The one was pushing me into the 20 there kind of, and I was trying to slow down as much as I could, but looks like the 96 got checked up somehow, and then the 20 checked up, and I saw the 14 get into the 20, and he was on the brakes pretty hard, and I tried to go the outside of him and try to get around the wreck there, and the 20 came right back up the track in front of us. So it's a pretty wild wreck. It's something you don't really plan for, or you can't.
Yeah, I'm fine. Just really scared the heck out of me. That's pretty much what the biggest thing was. I was fine the whole time. It's just not 100% sure what happened. Spotter was clearing me low. I got down there, and then they checked up getting into the corner, and looked like I got tagged from behind. I'm not really sure. I haven't seen a replay yet. I'm not sure I want to see a replay, but so I started rolling, and I was in there like, damn, please make this thing stop. And it wouldn't, and it just kept going and going. But I was fine. It goes to show how safe these cars are. They're really tough. I was fine. I think we had a pretty good Home Depot Toyota. We took off good. We lost a few spots after the first pit stop, but it was early in the race for that. And it just startled me. I'm fine. That's the big part.
Joey, you've done a lot of racing in your young 19 years. How did that compare to anything you've been through?
That was the wildest ride I've ever been on. You can't go on a roller coaster any worse than that.
Is your body feeling okay as of now?
Yeah, I'm just still shaking. That's all, but I'm fine. I'm not even sore, which is really surprising after all that. And I'm just happy landing on its wheels. When I was on my side, that's when I was getting worried for a minute. But it came back down. Thank God. The good Lord was with me on that one.
Joey, we're glad you're okay, and he's still got that adrenaline pumping right now, Doc, but glad to see he was able to walk away from that one.
Wow, that is amazing, Jamie. That car rolled 7 times, side over side, 7 1/4 times, and he was able to walk away and come back and talk to you. How safe are these cars here in the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series? Our side. There's the 20 car, 7 times it rolled over. You see the 43 of Reed Sorensen, Robbie Gordon involved, the 1 of Martin Truex Jr.
It seemed like this car would never stop tumbling. It just kept flipping over. Finally comes to rest. And lucky for Joey, it did come back down on the wheels here.
And the best news that all 4 of those drivers involved have been checked out and released at the Infield Care Center. They are okay.